Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this not so beautiful Wake Pro 230. Now, I'm doing this video because this Jetski has everything that you're not supposed to do. Everything that you're not supposed to do. So let's see if I can teach you guys a few things. The first thing, how to cover on, and look at this. When you put a cover on and you leave it outside, you get this mold that is almost impossible to take off, especially on the grips and on the seat. I don't care what product you use. You might hide it a little bit, you might take off 90% of it, but it's gonna be there. And when you put the cover back on, it revives itself, and then when you take off the cover, it says, "Hello, my friend, I'm back." So covers are good because they protect you from the sun, but they're terrible when it comes down to moisture. And as you can see, there's water in here, even though it had an original seadoo cover. Somehow the water always finds its way. So let's see what else we can see. Now, this Jetski, it's not bad. The colors are nice because it sits under a cover. Now, the other thing not to do, this Jetski sits on a floating dock, which is great. You got a waterfront house, you got your dock on the back. You gotta be careful which dock. If it's a floating dock and half of the Jetski sits in the water, it's not good. If you have a dock that lifts the Jetski off the water, those are much better. And I'm gonna show you why. Here is the water line. Now this guy is lucky because this is fresh water. Now take a look at this. So you have barnacles starting to come up on the plate. So this Jetski is gonna be a nightmare to work on. Well, this is what happens when you leave it on a floating dock that is on the water. You can see the water line right there. All right. Now, the reason why this Jetski is here, it doesn't go. So let's put the key on, and nothing, absolutely nothing. It could be as simple as a dead battery. So let's check that out and see if it's a dead battery. All right, so we look at the battery and it's disconnected. We're gonna connect the battery back on and see what we got. We connected the battery and it made a little bit of spark, so a little zzz when I put the negative. Probably has juice. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's a throw body. Reading key. Oh, that's interesting. And I push here and doesn't do anything. That sounds to me like the wire harness is messed up. Wire harness, steering harness, one of the two. We'll see. Let's check them out and see what we got. Now I took all the bolts off the platform Now this guy is seized in there. I can't even move it, and there's bolts under this guy here, and I can get to it. What are we gonna do with this one? Well, let's see if we can get it loose without doing too much damage. Get the hammer. All right, we took it off. A little bit of lubrication and a hammer. Fix the problem. Anyway, so I knew this motor was not gonna be any picnic. It was gonna be bad. But man, let me tell you, woohoo! I'm glad I'm doing this video. Look at this. We got, I don't know what this is. Mold? I have no clue. Look at this engine. Now, intercooler, it's factory. It's the original intercooler from 2018. You know what that means. I guarantee you that intercooler is no bueno, no good. So, but we deal with that after we get it running.
A few moments later.
The wire harness was bad. Now, it's not that easy. You know, the ski came in, didn't have no power. You have to check a lot of stuff. We got a barbed wire harness, and it looks great. I mean, let me show you. If you look at this, it looks great. Everything is perfect, you know. There's no, but I knew right away it was this. And I check all the stuff. I have different harness. It's really easy because the computer, you can even connect your diagnostic computer to this because there's no power. Wire harness bad. I installed the new wire harness. Everything is back on. Like I said, seadoos are put together by zip ties. There's a million zip ties. This is the new zip ties that I put. Everything is back on just like factory. And then we click keys on. We do this. And voila! Woohoo! Now, I talked to the owner and I told him everything I told you guys. Hey, you know, it got original intercooler. Let me see what that is. Oh, battery. I kind of knew that. Battery is original. It looks like it. So he say, no, just fix. I just want it running. So I have a feeling this guy's gonna be back. He didn't come to me. He was referred by somebody else, and he didn't come to me. He doesn't watch my videos, so he doesn't know that, when I tell you something, it's probably because I know a little bit what I'm talking about. But it's okay, you know, it's okay. We'll fix it. We got it running. I hope he's not back, but I got a feeling he will be back.
24 hours later.
All right, guys, so I wasn't gonna film this, but like you guys always know, I like to teach you guys a few things on my videos. I'm not gonna make a video about this particular jet ski. I just want to show you what happened. This is a bone stock, just bolt-ons, RXT 2020. Like I say, it's stock, and the guy loves to jump waves. Well, he had a little bit of water inside, and the hole is cracked. If you see it right there, there's a crack right here. It goes in here, and it goes in between all these guys. The crack goes all the way down, and it goes all the way down to this bolt. So, and it also is on this side. If you look at right there, there's the crack. And the major crack is on the sides right here. And that's the crack that water pours in right here. Be careful jumping waves, because yes, these things are made to have fun, but not to abuse them. As you can see, it's a very costly job. I have to take all of this stuff out, and now we need to fiberglass this whole tunnel fiberglass in here, and possibly, I mean, I still haven't looked at it to know exactly what we need to do, but I have a feeling it's cracked that way. So I still got to take the plate off, I got to take the punch shoe off and repair it and then put everything back. So it's not a cheap job.
Many hours later.
All right guys, so we are back with this Jetski. This is the one that had the cracked tunnel, and as you can see, we put fiberglass all the way to the back right there, all the way on the wall, and all the way in the back right there, and on the actual tunnel all the way to the front. So basically just hug the whole thing. Got already the punch shoe on and got the plate on. These things are not going back. This is for the siphon. I'm using this 22 and up siphon things, and they go right here, just like that. Because I tried gluing these guys back on and they just come off. I mean, just I seen from the factory, without touching them, they're already off. This is not working, and obviously, like I always says, every time seadoo does a change, is for the better. They just came out with this. This is just a better. They knew they had a problem. From now on, every time I do a tunnel, this is what's going back on it. So putting this thing back together and giving it back to the client.
Early the next morning.
This baby, the owner said that it vibrates like crazy. I wasn't gonna film anything because, you know, I'm working a lot of Jetskis, but I had to film about this one. We got the pump out, and look at this. I've never seen that. That's crazy. Half of the blade is missing. So now we have to see if it damaged the veins on the pump back here. We gotta see that. And over here, the tunnel looks like it's fine. There's no damage on the tunnel itself. And it's also coming in for a oil change. Now, one thing that I stress a lot about the GTIs and the 230s with the plastic bottom. This is plastic, guys. This one is fiberglass, but this is plastic. You have to drive it carefully because they're tough, but if you crack them, you might have to replace a whole hull. I know people that have repaired them and they haven't had much luck. I'm sure there's people up there that repair theirs and they're fine, but I know people who have repaired them and they crack again. I done a few holes replacement on GTIs and it's not cheap. You're gonna spend around $5 grand after everything's said and done between labor and the hull. So just be careful with these plastic holes. Well, let's take this apart. Let's take the pump apart and see what we got. We took out the prop. Wow, yeah, this is crazy. The wearing definitely needs to be replaced. It's beat up. There's no damage on the physical veins of the pump, so I think we're good. Just replace the wearing and we'll be on our way.
A few moments later.
This was a video that it was too short to make one video with each project, so we put them together. I hope you guys learned a few things, and remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Fearless. Today we're gonna be working on this Wake Pro. No, on this not so beautiful. Okay, let's do that again. The reason this Jetski is here. What the fuck? Honey. A la p*** esto. Un f***ing plane. Meow, 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 meow. Man, I gotta cut off this beard. It makes me look old. Alright, here we go. And there's a plane going by. Actually, okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's a little plane. Maybe we can talk. And here's another plane. And we are working on a GTR 230 that shakes your teeth off. I done several. I done a.
I remember the primer question. I remember the primer question. I remember the primer question.
A la esto. Un fucking plane. Meow, 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 meow. Wine, 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 wine.